The moment the door clicks shut, something ancient wakes up. The dog that was slumped against your leg 2 minutes ago is now standing at the window, perfectly still, watching the street like a soldier at a checkpoint. The cat that ignored you all morning is suddenly moving through the apartment with the slow, deliberate steps of something stalking a meal that isn't there. Comfort and vigilance, safety and threat.
To understand where it comes from, you have to imagine a world with no walls and no locks. 10,000 years ago, the ancestors of your dog were living in loose packs on the edge of human camps, surviving on scraps and instinct. And the ones that survived long enough to reproduce were the ones paying constant attention to their surroundings. A pack that stopped watching the perimeter didn't stay a pack for long. Around the same time, in a completely different story, the ancestors of your cat were solitary hunters, small enough to be prey themselves, which meant every quiet moment had to be spent scanning for danger or stalking something smaller and slower. There was no version of off-duty. Vigilance wasn't a personality trait. It was the price of staying alive. If you enjoy finding the wild animal hiding inside ordinary pets, this is exactly the kind of thing worth sticking around for. Because almost nothing your pet does today came from nowhere. That ancient pressure didn't disappear just because the danger did. It got passed down, generation after generation, slowly folding itself into instinct, into muscle memory, into the wiring of the brain itself, until it became something automatic. And automatic behaviors don't ask permission from modern life. They just run. So when your pet is finally alone, with no owner, no distraction, no reason to perform for anyone, the oldest software in its brain quietly takes over. But this isn't only about danger. It's also about resources. Researchers studying domestic cats left alone have noticed a pattern of increased self-grooming and object-checking behavior, almost like maintenance routines an animal runs when it isn't sure what's coming next. Dogs, in similar studies, show heightened attention to entry points, doors, gates, driveways, the exact locations a wild ancestor would have needed.
And here's where the past quietly collides with the present. In the wild, missing a warning sign for even a few seconds could be fatal. Today, your cat still checks that same window 40 or 50 times a day for a threat that hasn't existed for 10,000 years. Your dog still tenses at the sound of a car door because somewhere deep in its nervous system, that sound could mean an intruder, a rival, or a pack member finally coming home. The stakes are gone. The wiring never got the memo. This is where the story gets a little more uncomfortable, because that same ancient vigilance is often the hidden root of the behavior we call bad. The chewed shoe, the shredded couch cushion, the non-stop barking at nothing, the cat knocking things off a shelf at 3 a.m. These aren't random malfunctions.
And that's really the deeper truth hiding inside all of this. Your pet never fully clocks out because its body doesn't know the emergency ended. It's still guarding a den that isn't under threat, still hunting in a house full of food bowls, still running a survival program that has nothing left to survive. In a strange way, that makes your pet a living fossil, a small, warm, breathing reminder that evolution doesn't update itself the moment the danger disappears. It just keeps running the last version that worked. So the next time you come home and your dog is already at the door, or your cat is perched by the window like it's been there for hours, look a little closer before the tail starts wagging or the meowing